can be challenging for others to understand what children with autism are less able to say. Their body language may also be difficult to understand. Facial expressions, movements, and gestures may not match what they are saying.
If somebody basically has their eyes furrowed in an angered stare, I know that they're angry. If they're yelling, I know that they're angry. Stop telling me that as an autistic, I don't know shit about it. It's obviously you don't know shit about it.
Also, their tone of voice may fail to reflect their feelings. They may use a high-pitched sing-song or flat robot-like voice.
Oh, yeah, like you. With your monotone voice. Your voice isn't exactly like Melody from, Josie and the Pussycats. You know, sing-song.
Some children with relatively good language skills speak like little adults.
That's basically impossible. They would be midgets. Or dwarves, or little people. Whatever the correct term is.
Failing to pick up on the kid speak. That is common in their peers. Without meaningful gestures or the language to ask for things, people with autism are less able to let others know what they need. As a result, they may simply scream or grab for what they want until they are taught.
Just like you.
There are ways to express their needs. Children with autism do whatever they can to get through to others.
And yet you use it like a crutch.
As they grow up, they can become increasingly aware of their difficulties in understanding others and being understood.
Yeah, autism really worked out for you. And how old are you again? 28 years old? And yet you're going to be 30 in 2 years? I hope you die, sir.
Repetitive behaviors. Although children with autism usually appear physically normal, odd repetitive motions may set them apart from other children. These
You look anything but normal, you creep. Ugh. God, it's like talking to cement.
behaviors might be extreme and highly apparent or more subtle.
Why is he pronounced apparent like a parrot? Ah! He's an idiot. He's an idiot. Ah! Thank you, Polly.
Some children and other individuals repeatedly flap their arms or walk on their toes.
What? You think I basically flap my arms like a chicken and tiptoe? You think I'm a bird? Who do you think I am, Coco Beware?
Some subject freeze in position. As children, individuals with autism might spend hours lining up their cars and trains in a certain way, rather than using them for pretend play. If someone
That's basically called just getting things in order. That's called OCD.
moves one of the toys, the children may be tremendously upset.
That's called spoiled.
Many children with autism need and demand absolute consistency in their environment. A slight change in routine, such as meal times, dressing, take a bath, and going to school at a certain time or by a safe route, can be extremely stressful.
Okay, Chris, from what I hear, you may have OCD with a side order of autism. Again, it's like talking to a brick wall.
Unless the child has made apparent that the change is okay and acceptable.
I have a hard time with change too, but at least I get over it at times.
Repetitive behavior sometimes takes the form of a persistent, intense preoccupation.
And you repeat yourself over and 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 over, just like a goddamn record.
Strong interests may be unusual because of their content or because of the intensity of the interest.
And judging from your interests, they're very narrow and very sickening too. Ugh.
Treatment for autism is very intensive, comprehensive undertaking that involves the child's entire family and a team of professionals.
And may I remind you yet again, he's doing this while wearing a sports bra. I see a pedo. Or just a very weird, no, I'm sorry, weird's not the right word to say it, sickening sexual deviant. Ugh.
Some programs may take place in the child's home with professionals and trained therapists, and may include parental training for the child under supervision of a professional. Some programs
Actually, in my case, I see a therapist every bi-weekly. So I'm doing perfectly well.
are delivered in a specialized center, classrooms, or preschool. But as for me me though, I highly recommend mainstreaming.
No! No, 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 no. Never go to a mainstream school, especially if you're autistic. Do you know how cruel kids are at that time? And how bad a public school is nowadays because of our crappy economy? Basically, these are the same mainstream schools where Columbine happened. You want your autistic child to basically get shot at for being different? Or having your kid becoming the, what's the word? Becoming the cause? Becoming the one behind the gun? Like this guy is gonna be someday? And I should know. I was in a public middle school when I was in 6th grade, and I got tortured daily. There was one catalyst that caused me not to go back there in 7th grade, but for legal reasons, I can't say it. I don't want to embarrass my family any more further, unlike this idiot. In other words, public schools are bad. You can't even step foot in them. I've been in a private school most of my high school and middle school life. Granted, it was a little lame, but it was in the city. So what?
Go through normal life. I mean, yeah, give them a special treatment while they're young, but when you get them in elementary or middle school or high school, mainstream is the way to go. Make sure.
Yeah, right. And have your kid get the living crap kicked out of him by bullies nonstop and teachers that just won't give a shit about him because he's autistic. That's why private schools are a little bit better. No wonder why this guy turned out how he is today. Ugh.
You find yourself a good social teacher, teach them how to cope.
It's called a psychologist. And I give my thanks to Salvatore Denise for making me feel a little bit better in my high school life. And once again, like I'm gonna take advice from a guy who wears a sports bra and basically has a body of a woman and a head of a man. A middle-aged pedo man.
And as you may have noticed, I am standing here today topless, as you may
please don't remind me.
say. I do this.
Actually, if you can hear it in the background, my dogs are basically moaning in misery over this idiocy. Don't worry, guys, you'll be okay.
In defense and in protest, because every time I see a male individual who runs around, or exercises shirtless, it is very offensive to me.
No, it isn't. You get a boner because of that. That's why you don't want to see another man topless, because you get a boner. Face facts, Christian. You are gay. You have 1 foot out of the closet. Deal with it. And besides, even if you're not using the gay excuse, you're just thinking that because everybody is ugly, because all women are beautiful and all men are ugly, men should cover up when they go shirtless. Dude, if all men are shirtless, what's the point of going to the beach? I don't go out topless myself because of how bad my body feels and looks. You, on the other hand, just basically have a humongous excuse of saying, I'm not gay, I'm straight, I don't want to see another man's chest. Face it, I hate to repeat myself, but you are out of the closet. 1 foot out of the closet. Ah.
And I do not appreciate that.
You don't appreciate it because you're gay. That's the ironic thing about it. Good God, Major's mistake is right. Homophobes are the biggest gays. Or something like that, I don't know.
And I'm sure that is offensive to a lot of other people as well.
Offensive to you because you don't want to get shot for being gay. Gays don't get killed in this country anymore. Face it.
As a matter of fact, if I could, I would say that I would make a law that would require all male individuals to wear a sports bra.
Please don't remind me of how gross your body is. I've seen the sex tape, and I've seen the shower tape too, and the nudes. Oh God, I'm gonna throw up again.
While they are out exercising or working, if they insist on being shirtless.
Well, what's the point of that? You know, you gotta give at least the ladies something too. You just don't want to give the gay men something. Oh wait, I forgot. You're gay.
Come on, dudes, get with the program. Nobody wants to see these nips.
Ew. Dude, you get with the program. Nobody wants to see your nips. And for God's sakes, as if I already stated that in my previous video. For the love of Christ, man, use the money that in your monthly tugboat and get some plastic surgery to get rid of those. Jeez.
And things are better left to mystery.
Yeah, like that stupid sex tape of the video I just saw. Ugh, that I just commentated on. Oh God, I cannot unsee.
I leave you all with that, and you have yourselves a pleasant and safe day.
Yeah, all this being said by a 28-year-old man-child while wearing a sports bra. Oh God, Chris, just kill yourself now. You're not doing anybody a huge favor with your existence. Now, if you'll excuse me, I am going to basically watch some porn to get this out of my head. God damn, Chris, you are such a fucking failure. Die already! Anyway, this is Anthony Legato, and I am out. Unlike him, who is out of the closet.